Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Danmachi season 4 episode number 6 part 2 episode number 6 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we got to see Belle and Ryu. They are a lot, I wouldn't call them better, but they're a lot better than before. Both had their sleep and like a little bit of healing spell also, like Ryu used on herself. And yeah, they took the stuff from the skeletons that were left, got a little map kind of thing as well. And yeah, a little bit of weapons, like some armor, bread, stuff. And they are now going to try to go to the place, like the main road of the dungeon, so that from that point onwards Ryu can actually figure the like a direction on her own. They're not going to go down, they're going to go up. So that's what's happening in their side. In the other side, we get to see Welf making the magic weapon, and this magic weapon is a magic weapon which won't be destroyed. And it's like a divine weapon or something like that. And at first he had like he wasn't able to properly think that if he'd be able to make it. But then when he realized, like, now everyone's depending on them, they're fighting for their lives, trying to protect him so that he can make something. He was able to make it. And yeah, we have a crazy powerful weapon now, which can, it's like a magical weapon. It can easily wipe out a lot of enemies at the same time, and it won't break. So that's a very good thing. So progress. And yeah, we're back into the dungeon. So let's see what happens in this episode number 6. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, what's happening here? Needs of many outward. Hmm. Damn. Idea of justice into reality. Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Yeah, that's true. Like realistic way of looking at the situation, an idealistic way. Hmm. Hmm. Well, it's not wrong. But like I said, idealistic way of looking at a situation and realistic way. Hmm. All right, White Labyrinth, White Palace. Oh boy, look at them. Like they were looking so good before, and now again after. Damn, these things are. Yo! These, these are mob enemies? What the hell? Use it. What? What? Wait. Oh, is that a bomb? What the? Oh god. That was a. Was that a bomb? Blaze rock. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Five. Okay. That'll help. All right. Yeah. Damn it. You have to keep an eye on. Hmm. Wasting too much energy. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. 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 He's thinking like, like. Well, she is a senior. Yeah. Oh my god, what is it? Oh, these are those monsters. All right, we have the weapon now, but we do need to channel in the magic energy. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Okay, thank God. Well, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, but it's all still taking a toll on him. Oh boy. 37th floor layer. Great rings. Outermost. Okay. Oh. Oh no, wait, what? Wait. Oh, it's the did they get this in, in those adventures, those skeletons? Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe you'll just get a little bit of stomachache. I don't know. It should work, but maybe you'll just spend a little bit more of your time in the toilet. Oh my god, I was correct actually. Oh no. Oh no, everything's fine now. Well, yeah, obviously it will work, but it's it's rotten, spoiled. It'll just affect your stomach. That's it. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Hey, just, damn. Oh, these. Damn. Nah. Hmm. Wait, what else? Is it talking about? Is she talking about the Juggernaut? Hmm. Oh. Oh, these guys. No. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These guys. Oh boy. Those guys. Yeah. Oh, I hope the Juggernaut doesn't like doesn't come to them. Oh, that's what was the name? The mermaid. Marie or something like that. Wait, can she hear her voice? Does she have like some kind of I'm talking about Aisha skill to understand? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Beluda. Oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Oh wow. Is someone there? Line? What? Oh. Oh, 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 okay. So, all right. So it's basically water. I think. So it's kind of like a substitute for water, I'm guessing. Ugh. Oh my god. She probably. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah. I doubt that. Yeah. Three or four, okay. Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Well, thankfully this group has healers and all. Probably ate them. I don't know. Damn. Yeah, well. Oh, okay. Ah, halfway into the floor. Halfway. Okay. Okay, so take out the map and jot it down. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, now they'll probably understand what happened. Hmm. Yeah, they're realizing it now. Exactly. Wait, what the? What the? Yeah, like I said, the monsters were eating them. Oh no. Whoa. Oh no! Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, these things are head on. You cannot. Yeah. Oh, nice. What? What? Oh my god. Down. Or that. Okay. I thought they were gonna go down using that hole. Oh my god! Yo! Yeah, the amphibians. Okay, nice. Come on, come on. Go to them. Okay, thank God they're actually going to like meet up now. Oh boy. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh. Oh no. Oh my God. It's a Lamia. What the hell happened there? Wait, what? Oh, it's a Xenos. Are those Xenoses? No, wait. Are they Xenoses? Yeah. Oh my God. Thank God. Okay, they're acting as if they don't like obviously because if we get to wait, what the wait, who's that? Oh, Fels. Okay, thank God. Yeah. Oh boy, Ryu is still thinking that she. Yeah. Like he's remembering Kaguya's words. Like I said, remembering Kaguya's words. Wow. Yeah, this is interesting because obviously we saw Ryu in the similar, like like I said, it's just like this whole thing of idealistic way of looking at a situation and the realistic way. Obviously, Kaguya was in the realistic way of looking at the situation, and that's why she said like like Ryu, like you need to understand that not all the time it goes as flawlessly as we think it will. So you need to be more realistic. And while Ryu was in the idealistic way of looking at things, however, now the whole thing has changed. Now Ryu is in the realistic way of looking at the situation, while Bell is in the idealistic way of looking at the situation. And Ryu knows that, yeah, like realistically looking at the situation, someone will die here in the lower floors, and she wants the person to survive this situation be Bell, and that's why she's like trying to prepare herself for whatever's going to happen. That it. Yeah. So this episode. Again, in the beginning, we get a little bit of a flashback, and the flashback was, like I was saying, Ryu and Kaguya. kind of talking about the situation and talking about like what kind of justice each wants. And Kaguya was like, your way of looking at the situation is very shallow. You're unbelievably naive. It makes me want to throw up. Um, Lady Astrea is an inspiration to me. I love and respect her very much. Okay, but turning her idea of justice into reality, now that's a different story. Um, don't make the mistake of ev- thinking everyone, thinking we have the power to save everyone. And obviously, Ryu's like, what's the point of peace if we sacrifice people to obtain it? And yeah, so okay, now obviously, like I was saying, two ways of looking at the situation. Ryu is passionate and she is idealistic, and she's like, oh, why is there any need? Like, why should we even save people if we have to sacrifice people for it? While at the same time, Kaguya is like it's this world is not that easy. Lady Astria's way of justice is too idealistic. That is impossible to happen. I mean, obviously, like it makes sense, like Goddess Astrea is a goddess, she's like a god. So her vision of justice will definitely be idealistic. However, for mortal people on the ground, you know, too much idealistic, like something that becomes too much idealistic is obviously something that is not obtainable. And Ryu obviously is new to all of this, so she's like, oh, why, why even do this if our justice is just going to sacrifice people? But Kaguya is looking realistically at the situation, and she's like, no, you cannot save everyone. That's impossible. And Kaguya says that strong and capable warriors, how many have we lost in the fight against evilness? And innocent citizens, how many of much of their blood has been shed? You want to save everyone? Well, you can't. Okay. So, yeah, the justice you prattle on about is nothing but a convenient ideal. And Kaguya says that you ought to try opening your eyes and then leaves. So, yeah, now I'm pretty sure, like, every one of us knows what happens after that. Like, Evilus wipes out like a Rudra familiar wipes out the whole Astrea familiar. Ryu is the only one to survive, and she gets a big slap on her face by reality. Like it's not the idealistic way of how she saw everything going flawlessly and saving everyone and like establishing the idealistic justice. She realized that that's not possible, and all of this happened. She got a bounty on her. She had to go into hiding. Then Sir found her, took her into the hostess of fertility, and now here we are. So all of this happened. So obviously something bad must have happened. Like the Wester family being wiped out, all that stuff. That was definitely something that made Ryu realize how correct Kaguya was. That everything cannot be as idealistic as you think it is. So yeah, now Ryu is on the same team as Kaguya. She also looks at the situation more realistically. However, in front of her is the one boy who looks at the situation idealistically, and she probably gets reminded of her own self a few years ago when she was like him. And that is why she wants, she doesn't have any kind of a hope of surviving, both of them surviving, but she keeps the hope of at least Bell surviving the situation, so that like he can go back safely, and she is going to sacrifice herself for you know for making him survive. Either way, okay, so we are off, we see Ryu and Bell like moving in the there, and these these enemies come out. These enemies are like these big werewolf kobold type characters. you know they are just strong, and so many were coming at the same time that you had to use the blaze rock, which she got from those guys. And Belle used fireball to destroy them all, and she's like, I have five of them, not much, but this will come in handy. And she also is like momentarily kind of updating the map so that they know where they're going. Now, obviously, Ryu is no cartographer. She's not like the thieves. Like she cannot like make a very good map, but she can like kind of do stuff and like make a basic map and yeah. Now Bell is kind of like kind of getting frustrated. He's thinking that, oh, like I'm not coming into any help. Like Ryu is doing everything, and like like I'm not that strong. And here we can see Bell kind of breaking down a little bit. Obviously, in this situation, it's pretty normal to break down. He's like, oh, like I can't keep going at this rate. Um, the monsters are too strong and too fast. The more I panic, the more mistakes I make. And it's like you're different, from the other adventures that I've seen. If it was some other adventure, they probably would have blamed me and said that, oh, like this is impossible. But you yourself is like blaming yourself. You are blaming yourself about the situation of not being able to keep up. But this is pretty normal. This is a new floor. Veterans even like are troubled by these type of situations. They also fall into troublesome situations. So this is you're doing pretty well. You should not be as harsh as you are to yourself. You shouldn't be too much harsh on yourself. If you have the confidence, I'm sure you can be even better than a lot of adventurers that I've seen. And kind of like like kind of gives him a little bit of a push and grabs his finger and says that and gives him a few pointers, talks about what he should keep an eye on, and she says your right arm tends to get shaky when you're nervous. Aim for the magic stones and try not to tense your shoulder. And she's giving him the pointers of like an efficient way of battling, because these type of situation, like like Ryu said a little bit before, she said that you are expending too much energy on these enemies. Like try to be more efficient. Like like which is, yeah, obviously true. Like these what we should be like what we should be paying attention to is actually getting the magic stones, instead of like for example an enemy. You have like an enemy here. There's multiple ways of killing that enemy. You can like like start like attacking it, like cutting off his hand, legs, and like chop it into pieces, and then finally go to the magic stone, destroy the magic stone, and then they'll die. Like but that's way more of a stamina consuming like thing. The enemy is going to attack you. You will have to attack the enemy. So many things. However, if you're able to efficiently attack him, like for example, like probably attack in the place where you know that the magic stone will be there, you can probably defeat him in one blow. Like multiple ways of but Bell is actually expending too much energy on one. That is why Ryu is like, you shouldn't do that. You should fight more efficiently, and gives him a few pointers. And she also says, and let me do some of the heavy lifting from the back, because now we are a party, and Bell is trying to do everything on his own, because I'm pretty sure he's concerned about you. And that is why like she's like, since we are a party, let me do some stuff as well. Use my surroundings to my advantage. And yeah, okay. And Ryu is like, don't forget what I said. Okay, now at this part, here Belle says, it almost feels like you are my mentor or something, Miss Ryu. And she says, in another life, maybe it could have been. Now, here, this line, I'm pretty sure this is not such a big deal. She was just talking about this situation, but this made me reminded of a situation. Like I've said this before, but I used to play Memoria Freeze, I remember. And when I used to play Memoria Freeze has a lot of short stories which has not been shown in an anime, or is not even in the light novel, I think. I'm not exactly sure. But there's few little stories which are pretty canon, and it's in the game. I remember playing Memoria Freeze in when a certain event was ongoing, which was Argonaut story. Like that was one of the best stories I've ever read, and like like I did not know like Danmachi had like stories like this in the game, so I was very impressed with it. It had like two parts, I remember, and it told us the story of Argonaut, the Argonaut that we've known, and how this was like they kind of hinted like Argonaut was basically Bell's previous reincarnation, and no, yeah, and a lot of characters were also involved in there. A lot of characters we already know, and I'm not exactly sure if that's completely canon or not, but a lot of people we know in this story were like related to Belle and all. Like the most baffling thing was, what's her name, the girl that always like sticks together with ice, Leafia. What was her name? Wait a minute, let me check. uh I cannot remember. The not purp, sorry, the orange haired girl, what's her name? The girl who's always with eyes. Leafia. Oh yeah, I was correct. Leafia. Leafia Verdis. Yeah. What most baffling thing about the story was, is that Leafia was Belle's sister. Like not Belle, but Argonaut's sister. And there were so many things we got to see, like ice over there, a few of those two Amazones. I forget their names always. I think Diona. I think that was her name. I always forget their names. Those two Amazones, and that wolf guy was also there. It's been so long. I've seen them. I've forgotten each and every one of those names. The wolf guy in Ice's team. That guy was also there. So many characters were there, and they were like it seemed as if like it was like a completely new story, but it was a really good story. And I remember that, and I kind of think that that's basically like their previous reincarnations or something. So here, Bell telling something like this, that, oh, it seems like you were my mentor, and Ryu saying like, oh, maybe in another life we were, kind of made me reminded of that. So I don't know if there's like any connection to that, because like I said, I have not played Memory Freeze after that, so I don't know of any other further events that came in the future. That was the only event I very much remember, and since I loved it so much. So I don't know if there's any other event that showed Rue in her previous incarnation. And maybe hear what she said, that, oh, maybe in another life I was your mentor. Maybe that was something that we got to see in the game. So I don't know, this is just something that I thought. Like I said, like in the game they showed a lot of extra stories, and so I'm thinking maybe this is like a little hint to that or something. I don't know, or maybe it's not related at all. She just said that. Either way, it just reminded me of that. um okay, so all right, after that we see all right, so yeah, okay, after that we get to see that Bell, okay, Bell and Ryu, that was going on over there. Now Lily's team, they're on their way, and we get to see they're almost at, I think, the 27th floor, I think they say something like that, yeah. Where the battle took place, big battle. And Welf is like attacking using his magic sword, like destroying waves after waves of enemies, and he's getting tired, obviously. But the good thing is that everyone else is able to consume their power. That's the best thing. And everyone's like, "Damn, this is crazy!" Like, like I what the hell is wrong with me? Indestructible magic sword. So okay, so now all of that was happening while again we are back to Belle and Rue. Rue is making the map, and she's like gives Belle a few pointers. She says that, are you familiar with the 37 floors layout? Okay. Okay, now, okay, let me read this part. They talk about the rings. Okay. The floors made up of circular walls called rings, the Great Rings, divided into 5 different areas. Okay. The tunnel leading down to the 38th floor, that is more deeper, is located at the heart of the innermost area. Okay. The tunnel leading to the 36th floor outmost. So, okay, so we're basically, if we want to go deeper, we're going to come from the outside to the inside and go deeper. But if you want to go to the upper floor, we're going to go from the inside to the outside. And okay. So our goal is to go towards the outer side. All right, so they get ready. Ryu gives Belle a potion which is moldy, and like you said that, like nothing you can do about it. You have to drink it. And Belle is like, oh no, and I'm like, it's fine, probably. She'll probably have a little bit of a stomach ache, and that is it. The potion should work fine. It's a healing potion. So, and it's the one thing they got from those guys, I think, the skeletons. So he grabbed it and drank it, and immediately stomach starts growling, and then okay, so there you go. Now after that, Ryu and Bell again starts walking, and yeah, some more enemies comes in, and Bell is like, okay, let me take care of them. Like I'll keep your lessons in mind and try to get them out efficiently. So all right, now next we get to see Subaki and the other girls, and they're also fighting on their way to meet them. And here we see they realize that something is irregular over here. Some kind of a monster is there. They can feel it, and yeah. So yeah, now obviously we can see that they're coming closer and closer to Lily's team, I think. So that's good. Now Lily's team are found the search party members, but a lot of the men are missing. Men are missing, and they're like, "What the hell happened? Why are they missing?" And I was thinking like, "Oh, maybe the monsters ate them." So yeah, in the end, it does get revealed that the monsters did eat them. Those monsters in the water. Okay, so here Aisha suddenly hears Marie saying that, oh, don't go in that direction. Now here's what I was talking about. I was thinking like, does Aisha have like some kind of a special skill which makes her like, like none of the others were able to feel that, but she was able to feel Maria's words. So does she have like some other, like some kind of a skill that makes her understand that, or get a feeling that someone's calling to her? I don't know. Maybe, but either way, she's the only one who realized something is going on. Someone's trying to warn her. But yeah, she keeps going, obviously, like nothing else to do here. Okay, now we get to go see Bell again, Bell's team, and we get to see Ryu telling him about two different, strong monsters, Peluda. They infect their prey with toxic substance, and they're the ones who kill those guys. And Peluda's poison quills. All right, and the next one is Spartoi, extremely skilled at hand-to-hand combat, and they are armed with weapons. So they're like humanoid, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh boy, that's bad. So I don't know if we're going to meet these creatures later on, but I'm pretty sure that there must be a significance of Ryu actually mentioning them. Like we already kind of saw Peludas, but Spartoi, maybe we'll meet them. We'll have to fight them or something. Now while they're going, Bell looks at Ryu and was going to say something, but then Ryu is like, "Oh, stop!" And then they get to see like this slimy stuff thing. Like what did she call it? Ooze. Okay. Looks like a slime. And she's like, "Oh, these things you can they look have different colors, and you can drink them." And then obviously she starts boiling them, and like you need a little bit of fluid inside of you, like to keep going, and this is like a substitute of water. So she gives it to Belle after boiling it. Belle is not happy drinking it, but Ryu is like, no, you have to drink it to keep your bodies working. And he's like, oh my god, what is this? Like slimy gooey is getting in my throat, and he's like, oh my god, like nah. He's like, okay, you and I love this part where Belle is like, oh, here you go, brace yourself, Miss Rue, and I'm sorry for putting my mouth on the flask. And Rue was going to drink it. As soon as he said that, she's like, oh, stops, and she's like, yeah, I'll drink it later. Puts it. Belle is like, you're not going to drink it. It's like it's gross, but I still drank it. No fair. And she's blushing. She's like, I'm going to drink it later. Okay, anyways. Okay, so after that, okay, just a minute. Oh, Belle asked if there were parties like them, two-man party, two-people party who comes here. But Ryu says highly unlikely, at least four people with a healer. And yeah, and that another thing we need to keep an eye, what's that word? Keep attention about is that the characters should be the people should be highly leveled, because our team, Lily's team, has so many people. They have healers, they have buffers, they have so many people, but they're still struggling with these flows. Basically, the reason is two reasons. Obviously, they're already just worn down completely by fighting like continuously. That's the biggest reason. Another reason is definitely that they're lower level. Like sometimes Haruhime can like is like boosting them, but it's not like a permanent thing. So that's also like like a situation. So there's like a lot of things you need to keep an eye about. And so now we're back to Lily's team again, and they have come to this part where the battle happened, and they're like, oh my god, this place is bad. A lot of things happened, a lot of battles happened. Again, back to Belle's team, and we see they have reached the one of the rings, and she says that, oh, this is like a white color, so this is we are standing on the inner side of the third ring. Okay, so basically the middle, that means like third, as she said, like the more outer you'll go, like the more we'll be closer to the 36th floor. So this is the third ring, so two more rings after that we have to reach. And now that we know which area we are in, we can figure out which direction we can go. And Belle is very happy. Belle is like, yes, finally we're going somewhere, and we at least know where we're going. And yeah, they are on their way. Now Lily is looking at that hole, and she's like, what the hell happened here? And she's like, was it the lambton? And now suddenly these monsters come. What are these monsters name? Just a minute. These Voltimeria. Okay, now these things come out, and they realize that they're the ones who consume Borsa's men, and they try to get it, but Aisha's like, no, don't go get it. Like try to get it head front. They have insane amount of durability. Don't try to do that. So as we can see, they have like a highly armored helmet kind of thing. So going like hitting its head, not gonna work. You need to actually get their like their body or something. Like they're like snakes, so getting the head won't work. Getting this part, the body part is going to help. And while they were like all like surrounded by all of these monsters, um Subaki and they are like kind of, they're in the 27th floor. Yeah, thank god, like I said. And okay, what's her name? I always forget her name. That cat. The Is her name Anya? Let me check. I think Anya or something, or was it Chloe? Anya. There you go. I knew it. I knew all of their names when I played the game. I just forgot everything. Anya, yeah, Anya Frommel. And the other girls, what's the other girl's name? I think another girl. There was like someone called Chloe. I think. Let me check. Chloe. I think that cat, the cat with the black hair. I think her name is Chloe or something. Let me check. Anya Chloe. There you go. Chloe Rollo. And yeah, Chloe is the black haired girl. And yeah, the other girl, I don't remember her name. Her name is Lunoir Faust. Okay, there you go. So yeah, so Anya screaming at the top of her lungs. She's like, Ryu, where are you, Ryu? Just screaming. And then that other girl, I just forgot her name, Faust, that girl. She's like, shut up, don't shout like that, you stupid cat. But then suddenly they hear the monster screaming, and they're like, oh, something's going on, let's go. I'm guessing those are the monsters who are attacking Lily's team. So at least, like I was saying, at least they're going towards them. So yeah, they're in a big pinch. Lily's team is in a big pinch. Everyone's getting attacked. Welf is out of juice. He cannot do anything after this. And we see Daphne, Bors, they're trying to fight, and Anya's not Anya, sorry, Aisha's worn down. Okay, then Cassandra gets hit. Haruhime falls down. Oh boy. And this Lamia type monster comes, and we were like, oh my god, something's going to happen. Like, like this thing is almost on top of Cassandra. So it seemed as if it was going to attack her, but then we saw it actually killing those things. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I realized, oh yeah, Xenoses exist. So these are the Xenoses. And I was still not completely sure, but seeing it destroying the monsters and then seeing the Lamia's face, I was like, yep, this is a Xenos. And we've met them before, I think in season 4 or something. Season 3. This Lamia, I remember seeing her before. So the monsters come in and they're like attack. Now here, interesting thing. Obviously, not everyone knows about the association of Xenoses with, Bell and his group. So only a few people know about it. Like I remember, only the Hestia family are knowing about it. Mikoto, yeah, Mikoto, Welv. Obviously Hestia knows. Bell, Haruhime, and who else? Lily. Yeah, yeah. So they're the ones who know about them, I think. So yeah, Lily's like, oh wait a minute, are these the Xenoses? And she looks at the Lamia, and the Lamia looks at her and kind of winks, and then is like on their way. Now here's the thing, like I was saying, are they trying to still keep it a secret? Because I'm not exactly sure. Like it can go two way. I don't think they're trying to keep it a secret. I was going to say that, oh, maybe they're trying to keep it a secret from the other members, because not only the Hestia Familia, but all the other members are also here. Like for example, new members like Cassandra, Daphne, and like Bors is here. That's the like he's like the most outsider person in this group. So Aisha's here. So I was thinking maybe that is why they're trying to keep it a secret. Because technically we are not supposed to be associating with monsters. Only Bell's team have this like an agreement with them. So I was thinking maybe they're trying to kind of, like kind of discreetly help them, and they'll be like, oh, they're fighting amongst each other, these monsters. They're going to go with that narrative. But then suddenly, I was thinking of that. Then suddenly, this harpy comes down, this harpy Xenos, and she's like, "Oh, hello again. My surface dwelling friends." And I'm like, "Okay, wait a minute. They're just talking to them. So maybe not. Maybe they're not trying to keep it a secret. Even though Cassandra, Daphne, and Borsa is here, maybe that's not what they're trying to do. So I'm not exactly sure, but I would guess they are not trying to keep it a secret. That they're actually helping them. Anyways, I do remember this little goblin. I think that's a goblin. I do remember him. I remember seeing him in season 3 as well, I think. I do remember the harpy as well. I think so. And Lily's like, oh, why are you here? And she's like, oh, Fels told us, and thank goodness we made it in time. This is one of the best helps we could have ever gotten, because they're monsters. They are supposed to be in dungeons. And the Xenoses, there's a lot of Xenoses that can help us. So that's so helpful, like them coming in this situation, and Fels actually telling them like yeah, obviously, like I'm pretty sure Oranos told Fels to actually, inform them so that they can help Bell out. And yeah, and the goblin says, we made Mr. Bell a promise: the next time you and your friends are in trouble, we'll come running to your rescue. Okay, this is a huge help, a huge backup we got. And yeah, now we're back to Bell and Ryu. And here again we get to see Ryu thinking that, oh, no way are both of us are going to survive, so the least I can do is help Bell get out of here, so I'll be the sacrifice if needed. And something tells me that Deep Frost won't be kind enough to let us both escape with our lives. Yeah, but then she looks at Bell and sees his positive face, and eventually the time will come when a sacrifice has to be made. Looks at Bell. Now Mr. Crandall is chasing after his ideal outcome, a future where he and I will survive. And there you go. Now Ryu says that, did I used to get chasing after my ideals with that same heartfelt look in my eyes all those years ago? and she says like, Kaguya, I'm also one of your, one of your team now. And yeah, so there you go. That's where it ended. Like I said, in the end, you realize that yeah, I'm also, I agree with Kaguya now. And like this is the thing, when you like here's the thing. When are people idealistic? When they don't have much experience, or maybe they haven't fallen down enough, like I said, I feel like everyone has of us, even us, every person has this idealistic view of the world, where they are not really experienced enough. They see this world as a very, like a very colorful, bright, bubbly butterfly flying around like place, which is like an idealistic view of the world. We think like, oh, if we go to someone and smile, like smile towards them, they'll also send a smile back to us. But that's idealistic way of looking at the situation. Like we feel like good deeds, repay us with good deeds. Most of the time that happens, but most of the time it doesn't happen. But our idealistic way of looking at the world is that because we are inexperienced, we haven't fallen down enough, haven't gotten slapped with reality in our face enough. And that's why we have this idealistic view of the world. We have idealistic ways of looking at it. And people who have fallen down too much, who has gotten hurt too much, has a lot of experiences, they're more realistic. They don't look at ideals, at the world in a more idealistic way, or like that. They look at the reality of the situation. Sometimes they also become kind of negative as well. So that's the thing. However, i feel like I feel like that when someone is of the other side, that is the type of person who got their fair share of reality in their face, got fell down multiple times, got back up, and got slapped in their face with reality too much, but still keeps their idealistic view of the world, is someone who is strong from the inside. And I feel like Bell is that person. I was going to say that, oh, Bell is, obviously idealistic, but it's not that he hasn't gotten enough view of it. He has gotten slapped with realities a lot of times. Like he has been obviously he had no one at the beginning. Hestia took him in, and even after Hestia took him in, he was insulted. So many things happened. He had to prove himself so many times. Like Lily betrayed him, and then like he still kept his idealistic view of the world. And so many things happened from season 1 up until here. You cannot say that Bell is naive, or something like that, because we have seen him fall so many times. We have seen him get the brutal, slap in the face. It's like reality slapped him in the face too many times. It's not that he is not experienced enough. He has gotten his fair share of dose of reality. However, he still keeps this idealistic view of the world, which I feel like is something that shows that he is strong. you know like I said, if you're able to be idealistic, even if you have gotten your fair share of reality, like you are strong. Like Bell has a lot of experience. We've been seeing him for like 4 seasons. What has happened? Like so many things happened. He had no one. Hestia took him in, got insulted. Then Lily betrayed him, and then not only that, he the whole battle with the Minotaur. Then what? Then in season 2, the war games. Apollo almost taking everything from him. Then what else? The other stuff that happened. Then the whole uh, Xenos situation. Fighting against the whole world. People almost outcasting him because he's helping the Xenoses. You know, stuff like that. Then what else? And so many things happen. We've seen so many things. Going against Ice. Even Ice was against him. Not against, but he had to confront Ice as well in the whole Xenos situation. Even Ice went against him, the person who he looked up to so much. So many things happened. It's not that he's naive and that's why he's idealistic. No, He knows what has gone on. He's been like, like gone through so many tough times, but still he keeps his idealistic way of looking at the like world. And I feel like that is something that indicates that he is truly strong, because he still keeps this view of the world, this idealistic view of the world, and that is what truly makes him strong. And I feel like this is the reason why obviously both Ryu and Bell might survive here, because Bell is truly strong. It's not that he's naive, that is why he's idealistic. No, he knows how this world is, but still he keeps his idealistic view of the world, which is definitely something worthy of applauding, and worthy of commendation. And yeah, anyways, there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to episode um 6. Yeah, episode 6 of Danmachi season 4. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next week with another episode of Danmachi. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.